agreed. So anybody that is a medical practitioner here, once you administer injection to someone, is it going to show that the person have blood, like he's going to be bringing out blood from his body? It's not done. I've already. This is a very serious thing. I don't know, maybe it's making any sense, but iboni eje any surusa. Ìgbà tí Mohbad wá kú tó wọ́n sọ pé brought in dead ni. Ìgbà tó dé ẹ̀kan gbé ọmọ ọlọ́mọ lọ sí hospital sí mortuary wọ́n gbé padà sílé. Ìgbà yẹn ni ìyá Mohbad àti Fọláṣadé dẹ̀ lọ. Tí bàbá Mohbad dẹ̀ gbẹ̀yìn kúlé wọlé tó dẹ̀ rí ẹ̀jẹ̀. The same sister Fọláṣadé náà sọ pé àwọn rí ẹ̀jẹ̀. Àdúrà náà sọ pé at a point I saw blood. If you check his whatever his statement from the court, he also saw blood. Okay. Let's say that
Adura said he saw blood from Mohbad.
Calm down. Let's say those 3 people were lying that they did not see blood. Abi, let us say they did not see blood because it was the injection that they administered to him. Abi, they did not see blood. Abi, okay, why they assumed Mohbad, even though they said the neck was broken? If there was no injury at a neck, I don't see any reason why blood will be coming out from a neck direction.
The neck was not broken.
Don't laugh unnecessarily, Mr. Akerikemi. Please, I beg you. Calm down. Go back to that video. Go back to the video where they assumed Mohbad. You will see blood coming out.
Okay, let me explain to you.
No, calm down. Let me finish my narration.
It's raining that day. It's not blood. The pathologies
this one is a video evidence.
Don't wound yourself with wrong narration.
This one is a video evidence. It's not about wrong narrative. Any soon. We all saw it.
His blood is in the casket. His blood is in the casket.
Níbo ni ẹ̀jẹ̀ ti wá káàtì ẹ̀ sọ pé ọwọ́ tí ó ti ṣe léṣe ẹ mọ̀ pé when someone is taking care you no let people talk you no let us talk kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀.
What happened? It was blood they saw in the casket. What happened?
Hello, madam. Actually, Mama Jeka Bagboy.
The point is, any suru
madam.
They don't listen to understand. They listen to attack. They don't listen to understand. They listen to ignorate their clients.
No, God is sorry. You see, convince me.
Ẹjọ́ báwo ni ẹ̀jẹ̀ ẹ sọ pé wọ́n gún ọmọ lábẹ́rẹ́ báwo ni ẹ̀jẹ̀ ṣe yọ nínú pósí káṣẹ sọ pé wọ́n kán ọrùn ẹ̀ ní ẹ̀jẹ̀ ọrùn ló máa kán ẹ̀jẹ̀ òní jáde wọ́n gún ọmọ lọ́mọ lọ́rùn ẹ̀jẹ̀ ń kó jáde ní ọrùn nínú pósí ẹ wá sọ pé Wùmí wà innocent àbò lórí burúkú lẹ́yìn àti Wùmí ẹ fẹ́ ṣẹ̀wọ̀n ni.
ẹgbàgbé gbò yẹn ẹgbàgbé ẹ.
Korokoro blood, we saw it on the day of the execution. Everybody that justice is.
Madam, kí ni point try to make? What's the point you are trying to make? Hold on, let's understand your point so that we can be on the same page. Let's understand your point. What's the point? What's the point you are trying to make? Are you saying that maybe
the point is there was a blood that Mr. Alaba was not lying about seeing blood. Neither Fọláṣadé was lying about seeing blood.
No, let's understand now.
Fọláṣadé is not in the house.
Die on Monday or Tuesday. There's some point on Monday look at Tuesday. They will make it right.
Gbé wúmọ̀ olórí burúkú kúrò ṣé bíbá yìí jọ platform tèmi ẹ yà wèrè ní ẹ ṣìnà ní you guys liver and bail to cry more on this platform torí olóṣù ló pọ̀ jù ní gbogbo yín wèrè.
Pen, is that you? Is that you? So, your point, ma. There was a pool of blood.
Maybe I will talk to you tomorrow. I want to tell you something.
Ṣé content try to sọ nìyẹn pé ẹ̀jẹ̀ wà lára Mohbad, right?
Ẹ̀jẹ̀ wà sir, there was a blood.
Okay, now ṣé nọ́ọ̀sì yẹn confirm pé òun rẹ̀ jẹ́? Ẹ má bínú mà. Nọ́ọ̀sì yẹn ṣókàn ẹni sùn mà ṣé nọ́ọ̀sì yẹn confirm pé òun rẹ̀ jẹ́ lára Mohbad?
He confirm na he see am.
Hold on, please.
tó bá yẹ pé
ẹni sùúrù
sanwó fún iṣẹ́ ìmọ̀
ẹ má lè wọ́n sọ fún anybody ẹ má ẹ̀ka narrative yẹn let's talk on facts.
kí ló dé sí ìyá náà sòfin jáde mọ́ lẹ́yìn ìgbà kan jáde
ìyá náà sì kọ́ ló gún wọn lábẹ́rẹ́ ẹ jẹ́ ká sọ̀rọ̀ sí ọ̀rọ̀ wa
$1
ẹ fi ẹ náà sílẹ̀ ma'am ẹ fi ẹ náà sílẹ̀ we are dealing with people who are there nọ́ọ̀sì ti wá ṣé nọ́ọ̀sì confam pé òun lẹ́jẹ̀ lára Mohbad.
èmi ò rí èmi ò gbọ́ bí tí nọ́ọ̀sì ti confam o nọ́ọ̀sì tí Mr. Loba ti confam làwa gbọ́ o.
no ẹni sùúrù Mr. Loba ò sí nígbà tó ṣẹlẹ̀ ẹni sùúrù mà Mr. Loba ò sí nígbà tó ṣẹlẹ̀ àwọn tó ní physical contact pẹ̀lú Mohbad la fẹ́ dì pẹ̀lú sí iná.
Fọláṣadé gan ní náírà.
There was a time I saw blood. Àdúrà náà ló ń
ẹni sùúrù a ló sọ bẹ́ẹ̀.
Àdúrà
àdúrà sọ pé òun yẹn jẹ lára ẹ̀gbọ́n.
àdúrà ò sí ní ibi tán ti announce Mohbad is dead nínú mọ́tò.
ọwọ́ tó wúndù lọ ní ẹ̀jẹ̀ yọ síbẹ̀ sórí best spread.
no I think èmi nǹkan tẹ́mi kàn feel ma'am nǹkan tẹ́mi kàn feel fún ẹ ma'am nǹkan tẹ́mi kàn feel this is my own thinking I think we should base on and evidence so that tàbá fẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ ń ta a lè máa make reference ní pé àwọn tó wà ń bẹ̀ sí náà people.
ọ̀gá ṣe bí
alára òrò òun ẹ ló kú àìsàn ó kú àìrò.
Mr. Creative, with the issue of blood, the nurse is not the right person to ask about that because the nurse did not treat Mohbad in his bedroom. So she wouldn't have seen any clothes soaked with blood.
Can I respond to
you guys will not allow somebody to talk. I don't know.
Can I respond to that?
These are the things you can easily convince them.
Mr. Shola, ẹjọ́ 1 minute.
Use it to convince them.
Ẹjọ́ sir, 1 minute.
But I'm taking your sorrow.
1 minute, sir. Ma'am, if you are a nurse and you are invited to treat a patient, will you examine the body of that patient? Yes or no?
No, but the nurse maybe
no, answer that question. Just answer the question first.
Wait, hold on. If somebody is bleeding, the person will not bleed for 3 days, 4 days, 5 days. No, for 2 days before the nurse come, they must have arrested that blood. So when the nurse came in, listen, when the nurse came in, they removed Mohbad from his room where he might have slept on the bed, and the bed was, I don't know who saw the blood, and the bed must have been stained with blood, but the nurse did not go into the room to treat Mohbad. They removed Mohbad from his room to the son's room to treat him. So the nurse is not the right person to give information.
Now you're not answering my question now. And I said, as a nurse, when you want to treat somebody, are you going to examine the person's body, yes or no?
Even I you are going to examine the body.
No, ma'am. Can you just answer the question?
Giving me the go ahead to
answer the question.
Listen to me.
As a nurse that knows what to do.
Without the doctor giving me the go ahead to treat a patient, giving me a prescribed drug to give to a patient, I will not attend to any patient in the future.
No, ma'am. That is not true. You are called. You are called to come and
I will not go.
Will you examine the body?
I will not do that. Maybe any other injury.
I'm not trained to do that.
Body. She said no. A question was asked the nurse.
I'm not trained to do that.
No any other injury.
No. See, when you say you're not trained to do that, you are putting yourself in the position of this nurse now.
No, I can't put myself there because I'm not trained to be in that position.
If that is the case, then let's accept what the nurse tell us.
The thing is, these people are not ready to learn.
Let's accept what the nurse tells us.
I can't put myself in the position of nurse Feyi Saro. I want to call her. So sorry.
No, ma'am. You see, for me, if you ask me my own opinion is this: I am not there physically. None of us is there physically to know what happened. Now, these people are the actors. They are the ones that are going to bear the consequence of their actions. Now, if somebody says, yes, I was caught, which day were you caught? I was caught on Monday. Which day did you arrive? I arrived on Tuesday. Did you see this guy alive? She said, yes. Did you have any conversation with him? She said, yes. Did you give him injections? She said, yes. Did he react? yes, he reacted and stuff like that. I think this person is one that has a direct.
Why you not analyzing the water part? Adura pour water later, and it's not your godmother that pour.
You hold on now. See, I don't like people interjecting. If once I'm done speaking, you can come up and say your own stuff. Now, I'm only talking about this physical contact. Now, these are people who have physical contact. They are the one we are relying on their story to see if we can puncture whatever they have said, if it aligns with every other people who are present. Now, me and you is not there. I cannot start framing what is not. If I'm asked that, okay, this guy was pierced in the neck, probably maybe somebody piercing something in the neck. Now, the question they will ask me is, who pierced that neck? If I cannot provide the person, I've put myself into trouble. Now, the nurse was asked, did you see any piercing? Can you hold on, ma'am? Can you hold on, ma'am? I'm sorry, ma'am. So the nurse was asked, did you see any form of blood or stuff on the body? And she said no, except the hand that was having issue. Now, if the nurse have given her own statement, it is not left for the government to look into that statement she give. If she is culpable by negligence or culpable by any other thing, and will not ask if pouring water on somebody will that also aggravate the situation. Now, this is another second thing we're not going to be looking at. If she said water was poured on the guy when she has finished administering the injection. Now, we're not going to ask people who are medically inclined that if you pour water on somebody who just got an injection and is reacting to injection, will that thing lead to more complications? I think this is what we should be discussing. We have already been given the fact of and the evidence of what transpired. Now, the next thing is, let's start asking ourselves, if I pour water on somebody, when maybe if that person is convulsing, will that thing lead to death? If not, then what can...
You know, everybody is not the same. Everybody is not the same.
Now, the next thing will not be, what kind of injection was given that he reacted to? The third thing is, when, as a nurse, if you want to come and give somebody injection, will you examine the person? Are you gonna ask the medical history of the person to know what he or she reacts to? Now, the question that will now ask the nurse is, why were you going to pharmacy to go and look for what to use after that reaction happened? It means you gave him something that led to that reaction. So for me, if I want to be talking going forward, the issue of Mohbad die on Monday is overruled. For me, it's overruled. Now, I'm not focusing on Tuesday. If I want to overrule Tuesday, it means I'm going to overrule everything said by that nurse. And I'm either indicting Wumi or not indicting Wumi, I'm going to overrule it. I will focus on Monday. But if I'm going to base my fact on Tuesday, then everything said by the nurse, I will start analyzing everything and looking at the fact from the evidence. And that's just what I want to do. Thank you very much, everyone.
Do your best.
Thank you, Mr. Creative.
Do your best. Go ahead, man, because Timome has been talking.
We enjoy that narrative.
Go ahead, man.
They don't dominate you, and they know they sit down for their heart. They know they analyze for that. I don't want to read this.
My own point of view, because right now.
I don't know why they are not. Their platform not the sweet there for body again.
They are not the street, and be the problem, and they can never analyze.
You said you don't want to. Hold on. You said you don't want to tell you that this platform.
They don't feel that platform. Platform like this or any other platform.
Mohbad was stabbed. Mohbad was stabbed in the neck.
Now you do one. Now you see,
the point is, I'm not talking to me now. I'm talking to people that have sense, that can analyze, digest, and indigest.
Go and take a look at Sammy Jojo. He was like you before, but he now realized he's a father.
Sammy Jojo made a statement.
Yeah, for you guys are not.
Sammy Jojo made a statement. That statement busted my head.
Sorry, everyone.
Sammy Jojo said,
can we do it this way? Can you guys give us your own opinion?
Please.
about
they are
this
not
thing,
talking,
so that we can be engaging ourselves.
no.
Let's engage ourselves.
Who is beating me?
CEO and Bessie,
Please,
tell us your own
calm
opinion. Give us your own opinion about this. Let's hear from you.
Hold on, creative. Do you know the problem is because these people don't have any.
What's wrong with
They
you?
will just come and be scratching everything. They will not come and
Why are you telling me what to
communicate.
do?
Let's engage.
Can't I do
Don't
whatever I
just
want to
make
say?
noise.
You see, this is very simple.
Why are you telling me? Why are you telling me you are going to put me back? What do you mean?
This is a very simple. If to say them break Mohbad neck for inside coffee, I don't see any reason why there will be a blood at his neck. It is not possible.
Yes, that's why
the only
they
thing that can calm down. The only thing that can possibly is he might have a broken bones, but I don't see any reason why he will have blood coming out from his neck. So if there was no stab on Mohbad's body, please, where was the blood coming from? From the coffee. Calm down, please. And where did the Nigerian police saw blood? You understand? In their report, he bleeded profusely. Where was the blood coming from?
Sorry, let me
At
ask
least
this question. Everyone.
4 people confirmed that there was the blood, and aside from the video we all saw during after the exhumation, there was a blood in the coffee now. I want them to that small injury. Now that same small injury, 9 blood they come from. Mohbad was murdered. It is very simple.
Your favorites. We are trying to
Let me ask you
back.
And the guy was in a cold blood, fighting for justice. Ẹ̀dẹ̀fẹ́ dá orí wa rú. Mohbad did not deserve this. Mohbad has a whole lot ahead of him. Mohbad that guy was full of life. Mohbad was full of life. Mohbad was full of life. Mohbad said mi ò fẹ́ kú ẹ gbà mí. Mohbad said I don't want to die. Nobody help me. Oh God, what a tragedy. Ọlọ́run.
Yeah, all right. Can we hear your view? Let's not be emotional about this stuff. We are just being emotional. Let's converse.
Let's talk to you.
That is the only way you guys can go scot-free. You guys not go scot-free.
Madam Favorite, I think you want to give us your opinion, or you allow us to talk.
That's what you have been
asking. Guys are interjecting me.
They're not interjecting. You're not telling us what happened. You're only putting emotional stuff.
If it is you don't put emotional stuff.
Okay, tell us your view about the nurse that came. Tell us your view about the nurse that came. Let's hear from you.
I don't really have to say about the nurse. That's the only one I nurse is not my business. Because the nurse Wumi forwarded me. Wumi was not cooking indomie, was not cooking fried rice. There was no birthday. He said Wumi was cooking fried rice. I'm so glad I heard that one.
What did you give
moderators.
Who is meeting me?
Please.
Is the person meeting me on cheap drugs? Who is meeting me?
Moderators, please. Let the equation balance. Do not bring Team Wumi up more than Team Mohbad, please. I beg you. Let it be equal. 3 Team Wumi, 3 Team Mohbad.
I can be in the midst of anybody. What I will just use is my own opinion. Please. I don't need to be in any. I can be in the midst of 100 antagonists. I don't care why you come here again. As long as they will give me platform to talk, I will say my opinion. So don't forget.
If Papa doesn't want me on here, you should drop me. Now you don't ever try to me again. Why
someone said, please, who is music also? You want to know the mute? So I'm going to first some mute now.
Your favorite.
I was supposed to mute. You mute comment section.
No vex. Ma binu. Can
I ask you a question?
Wait, please. I'm not done talking now.
You're not saying anything. You're not saying God
I'm
judge.
saying something. You guys are overcoming me on this platform.
Analyze.
Sorry, please calm down. Somebody said widow victimization. Please, what is the definition of widow victimization? And what happened that you became a widow? The same question we are asking, that what happened to Mohbad? Because if Mohbad did not die, you will not become a widow. Because one stupid girl is saying now, Cherry Ayematani, to say your mother will face the same thing that I'm bullying a widow. What is the definition of bullying a widow? And who is a widow? Wumi did not fit in that she's a widow.
What happened to our Mohbad?
Wumi is not a widow. She's a prime suspect. Don't be giving us that emotional attack and be gaslighting us that she's a widow. Widow at what aspect?
In your favorite, let's analyze why you
guys are putting emotions now. Let's they're going to call her widow. Ask her if Mohbad did not die, would they be calling her a widow? What is the definition of widow victimization?
We're trying to have the conversation.
You are telling us we are bullying widow. Are you guys mad?
Let this woman, let her say something that we can talk about. I don't, this whole God to judge they are saying. So, your friend, I want to ask you a question. Wàhálà
kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ gẹ́gẹ́ náà ṣé o lè ṣe kó bá ti pè.
People that even what I want to ask your feedback is very simple.
It's like you believe what did not said yesterday.
Keep quiet. In as much you guys are bullying me, I will not be bullied to silence.
I will explain something to you, sir. If there is silence, I will explain something to you.
Let's have a conversation. I want to ask you a question.
Can I go ahead now?
Yes. I will not become a widow because I have to make you their own husband.
Please wait. Let me ask.
I want to ask you a question.
Can you allow me to ask you that time? Wait, please. Your favorite. So if you are saying they saw blood in the coffin, I also want to ask you a very simple question. Since you said it cannot be the neck, it cannot be what do you think caused that blood? Do you think that somebody stabbed the neck? That's why there's blood in the
Please, coffin? If there was no smoke, there will not be a fire.
I'm asking you, what do you think is the
tí kò bá sí àṣìṣe lọ́wọ́ èèyàn ẹjọ́ níbo ni ẹ̀jẹ̀ ti fẹ́ jáde if there was not a stab why is there blood?
Answer my question.
Where did the police? Okay, calm down. Let us say there is no blood. Wait, no, calm down, please.
It's not just one question.
Let us now say we did not see blood in the coffin.
No, there was blood.
Baba Mohbad did not see blood.
Your favorite. It's not just one question.
Where did the police saw blood? Explain.
I'm coming.
Where did the police saw blood bleeding profusely?
Let me explain now. Okay, so now why ask you that blood in the coffin? Do you think somebody stabbed him? I think I'm going to believe now that you think somebody stabbed him. That's why there's blood coming out from the coffin. Fine.
I said she bites
somebody stabbed him. That's why
there's...
Who is this person now?
No, don't put words in my mouth and do not say what I did not say.
Okay, nobody stabbed him.
Without fire, there is no smoke.
And what do you think?
What I'm saying.
You are talking about blood.
Knows what I'm saying.
What do you think caused the blood? That's what I'm asking you.
They said, they said it was the nurse that came to administer the injection. Ṣé tó bá ti gúnyàn lábẹ́rẹ́ ṣé ẹ̀jẹ̀ máa ń yọ tó bá gúnyàn lábẹ́rẹ́ ni?
Oh yeah, Mutibo. Okay, you don't have. Let me just say you don't have answer to that one. That's aside.
Without smoke, there is no fire. What answer are you expecting?
You are the one I want to ask the second question. So you say
the whole nurse said I did not see any staff.
So
I don't ask me the question. Answer.
Ask me.
Let me ask you. Yes, I don't think your favorite has answer to any of my questions. So you are saying when they said the nurse would have seen the blood or something, you made mention of the blood had happened like days before.
No, I said maybe. Don't say
I said maybe. Maybe the blood has happened days before the nurse. They would have cheated.
Because they said he was injured at the show now.
Yes. I'm coming. Let me land. So you said they would have cheated the whole thing. So the nurse might have not been able to see the blood when it really happened, right? But because the whole discussion was about the blood about Mohbad, so So if you are telling me, if you are saying they've cleaned the whole blood before the nurse came, and the nurse came there before Baba Mohbad, so which blood that they have cleaned before the nurse came? Which one did Baba Mohbad?
Let me explain what I'm thinking. Yeah, happened. Okay, Mohbad had an injury at the show. They said, yeah, and he punched the glass and got injured. According to them, they said he was bleeding, yeah, and they came back home. So that bleeding, even if it is you or any other person, somebody is bleeding in your presence, what will you do? You will first of all help the person, try to arrest the blood to stop the bleeding, maybe probably apply first aid or whatever, which Wumi said she did. She did some massage, she applied rub and all that, I don't know. So then maybe they must have, bandaged the hand or used whatever they have, cloth or whatever, I don't know what they have there with them to stop the bleeding. And probably Mohbad slept. And if maybe some blood were still coming out, maybe little by little, because they didn't really treat the wound, yeah, because there was no nurse around them and they could not do the right thing, there might be stain on the bed sheet he slept with. Don't you think it's possible?
So Quincy, what I'm trying to get you now is,
Mommy.
Yes, wait, I'm not finished.
So
and as the nurse came,
okay,
according to the nurse said they removed Mohbad from the room, from his bedroom to the son's room, that is to Liam's room. And I believe if that is what happened, the nurse didn't go into the bedroom to see the blood which Baba Mohbad saw when he came there. Because when Baba Mohbad came, he said he went straight to the bedroom of Mohbad and he saw the blankets.
So Quincy, if you have read all of their CTC or what is that? What is it called? DJ Bami, all of them. The initial place they not treated Mohbad was in his room. Then
he said they removed him from the room.
Wait now, I'm not saying. I'm talking about.
Let me tell her the reason why.
Please, I'm coming. You will talk. I'm coming. Please hold on. So I'm talking about the people that are living in that house. That know which room is which room. That know which room is which room. Which room belongs to whose room. So I'm talking about those three people now: Wumi, DJ Bami, and Adura. And the three of them, their CTC had said that the nurse started treating Mohbad in Mohbad's room where DJ Bami was mopping. Then it was later when he started feeling heat from within that they now transferred him to the son's room that had AC in it.
God bless you.
Understand? So now I want to, that's aside, because I feel like so my question was initially was, if the nurse had not seen any blood in the room that she treated in his room where she treated him, how come the person that came after that time saw blood? That one is gone, because I feel like there's no response to that, right? So the second thing I want to ask is a general question.
But only Baba Mohbad that saw it. Even
wait,
sister to Mama Mohbad saw it.
I'm not saying whoever.
Jibu, hold on.
Wait.
What was the last statement now, please? What was the last statement? That what was not relevant, please.
Calm down.
Hold on.
Are you saying similar was not relevant?
Mr. Shek, please hold on.
Are you saying seeing blood was not relevant?
Next question. Are you talking about
why?
Please,
the last thing I want
hold
to
on.
mention.
You move to the next question. Just hold on. Let me ask you something.
Can I just add this question?
We are going to be very objective.
You guys,
I want us to look at. I want us to reason with what Quincy has just said. I think she made a lot of sense. Do you understand? Because if you listen to the words of the nurse, actually in her own narration, if you talk about the fact that Adura said she went into the main room, or Wumi said she went into the main room, treated him before moving him to the other room, is fine. But the nurse never said that she went into Mohbad's bedroom. The nurse,
that's my question.
As he was coming up, they were moving Mohbad out of his room into the other room. So that was where she treated him. That was the statement of the nurse. So everybody want to be selective.
Mr. Shegun, you are not understanding me.
Forget this story. Can I ask you a question? Just wait.
Mr. Shegun, let's finish this. Let's finish this subject before we go to another thing.
Yes.
So, Mr. Shegun, let me ask you this thing.
Yes.
So, who in that house, who do you think has better knowledge of the rooms between DJ Bami, Adura, Wumi, and the nurse?
I think the people that reside in the house now, the DJ
has
Bami
better knowledge of the room. Fine.
Than the nurse. Yes, I agree with you.
Now, a question for you. Leave that one. A question for you. Just what this question. Just, is it possible for that nurse? She said she didn't see Adura until she got to the hospital, the second hospital for that matter. Not even the first.
Yes. She said
the second hospital. Now I'm asking you, anybody, I want to ask Fekemi, is it possible for her to say that?
So, Mr. Shilake, let me answer that question, right?
Yeah.
So, you are in a confused state.
Who is confused?
Wait now. Mr. Shilake, you want answer, right?
Yeah.
So before the death of Mohbad, right? Everybody only knew Mohbad. Nobody knows any of the member of their family, right?
Okay.
So put the nurse when the nurse entered in, what's his name?
He's not knowing. He's not knowing. He's seeing the person for the first time.
Hold on, this is what let me talk finish. You understand where I'm getting to, right? When in Adura CTC, when the nurse entered the room, she was in the room, but he was in the kitchen. That when he came out of the kitchen, he had seen her, right? But the nurse went to treat Mohbad upstairs. So when the one time Adura had to go upstairs was when Wumi raised alarm that something is happening. He went upstairs, right? So I want you to just, as an elderly man that you are, right? So a nurse has treated somebody. Now what she has done is leading to the person dying, right? So just understand the state of the nurse would be at that point in time, right? So now Adura had rushed upstairs, right? So are you telling me somebody that is that terrified at that moment would see somebody and capture the face in the head to recognize the person the next moment? That's what I just want you to understand.
Jibu, can I answer that?
See somebody.
Jibu, can I answer that?
Is anybody for the first time that you don't know about?
No, you don't have to know the name. You don't have to know the name.
Jibu,
no,
let me answer this.
He's seen Adura for the first time.
This is.
Now, for your information.
Jibu, let me
can you tell me Adura is not in that car? Yes or no? Where Mohbad was lying down was because not said two of them are in the front. Adura is at the back, and he didn't see Adura. He has not seen that person. I don't want to talk about this.
Let me answer your question.
I don't want to talk about this. Nobody told me. I saw the car.
Hold on. There is every possibility. Hold on, there is every possibility that she might not even.
Okay, she's not looking back.
Hold on now, Mr. Sholake.
She's not looking back.
Have you been, Mr. Sholake? Can I ask you a question?
At the point of murder,
Mr. Sholake, can I ask you a question?
Oh God,
Mr. Sholake.
I'm sorry.
Hold on, please.
Let me answer this.
Mr. Sholake,
let me answer your question.
Okay,
please let me
somebody lying down at the back.
Mr. Sholake, Mr. Sholake, hold on. Has this happened to you before? Have you met someone before?
On the lap of that person.
Mr. Sholake.
And you're telling me you're not seeing
Mr. Sholake, hold on. I can't talk. You shouldn't talk to a fight. Let me ask you a question.
No, it's not a fight.
Have you seen someone before?
Hold
on, Mr. Sholake. Hold on, Mr.
I don't want to talk about it.
I'm not convinced. Hold on. Jibo, please now. Jibo, please hold on. Jibo, hold on. Let me ask Mr. Sholake this question. Mr. Sholake, have you ever met someone before and you forgot totally that you have seen this person before? Is it everybody you meet that you recognize when you see them? Like, okay, I have seen this person before and I recognize.
Okay.
But I recognize.
I agree.
You can recognize DJ Bami.
No. Let me answer him. In the next 5 minutes, I see you 5 minutes ago. In the next 10 minutes, I've seen you for the first time. You must be mad. I'm sorry. Nah. Because after a year, after 6 months, I say, I've never seen this person.
Sir, you are talking
10 minutes, 20 minutes ago,
you are talking out of your own understanding.
On the social media.
It happens to me a lot. It happens to me a lot. That will see
am I daft? Last 10 minutes. And I'm saying you, in the next 20 minutes, I'm seeing you for the first time. For God's sake.
They deliberately remove Adura from this saga because they know that God will use that.
Okay, Mr. Shodake.
No. If you told me that after a month, 2 months, I've not seen this person before.
I accept.
We're talking of a matter of minutes.
Mr. Shodake, what are you driving at? Adura was not in that car, right?
Jibo, let me
answer. If you are driving at like that, then he's not in that car. Finish. Mr. Shegu, he said
it's not in that car. Is that what you're saying?
That's what you want to say. That is it. It's not in that car.
Let me answer this.
Have you guys not seen that video?
Because people are just stressing.
He's in the car now.
You don't want to have a conversation. You have concluded already.
Adura was in the car at the back now when they were saying Mohbad is dead, Mohbad is dead. There was no remorse whatsoever.
Mr. Shodake, I want to say something quickly. Mr. Solake, let's say, wait, Mr. Solake, hold on. Did not slide, right? Let's say Adura was in the car truly and did not slide. So how have that changed what's bad? How have that changed anything?
Hold on. Oh yeah, Mr. Solake. Do not slide about.
How has that changed?
Do not slide about.
How has that changed what caused the
God bless you.
That makes sense.
How has
that affected the death?
Mohbad was impersonated.
Because I don't want to be arguing about
how does that kill Mohbad?
Mohbad was impersonated.
As how?
By who?
As fire. Don't ask me silly questions.
Okay, because will be here, you know. So they not injected another person. It was not Mohbad she injected.
Yes, because you said you don't know Mohbad. You know, you guys are senseless. You don't have sense. How would you not tell us that she don't know? She does not know Mohbad. Modernization king.
Baby, why will you say Mohbad?
Not everybody that know Mohbad.
You did not know Mohbad. Listen to yourself. As a Gen Z nurse, I have access to the internet. That you are listening to the Ramali song, that you are using the Ramali song to do and you did not know Mohbad. You don't know that Mohbad is a Malians, and after Malians is an modernization. You did not know that it was Mohbad that you went to treat. Are you kidding us right now? The same you did not know Mohbad. The same you did not know
You think it's everybody that know Mohbad? It's not everybody that know Mohbad.
Let us say not everybody that knows Mohbad, right? People that don't have access to the internet, that does not listen to hip hop songs, they might not know.
It doesn't make sense that you don't.
No. Not everyone that really know Mohbad.
Ma'am, even though you are not a fan of Mohbad, you should be a fan of Naira Marley. Naira Marley is popular.
Everyone know Naira Marley.
Mohbad was signed under Naira Marley, and Mohbad was releasing song while he was under the Malians. So I knew Mohbad through Malians, right? So
but not everybody.
So, hey God.
Okay. Not everybody.
Okay.
I don't think
some of those songs Mohbad some of Mohbad's songs, but I never knew he was the one that even sang them. Everyone know Naira Marley.
You might and might
the rest
not.
of the artists in Nigeria, but Mohbad wasn't that
Mohbad was a popular artist too. Forget some people don't know him.
He wasn't so popular.
This about Davido self. Not everybody that knows Davido, right?
Apart from Davido self, the rest artists they were so popular, but Mohbad was not.
I didn't mean to insult you.
What's it called?
He touched me. Because I would use
and the rest, they were all popular, but Mohbad, no, not that.
That statement was out of it. I didn't know when I started saying what I was saying. So, but because how would you say such a thing? So are you telling me enough?
I will never say such a thing.
Hey,
wait, now I'm coming.
I want to take that from you.
Wait, Godson, come on. Wait, I want to say something. Your favorite.
Godson, you are here. They are insulting me. What a big slap on your face, bro.
Your favorite. Listen. So, your favorite. Listen. So you are a nurse. A nurse came. A nurse said she talked to somebody. She said she talked to somebody. He said she injected somebody. She said she carried somebody to the toilet to vomit. She said all those things. So you are telling me that she does not recognize when they carried that same body to the inside the car. She did not recognize the body she had been doing audio hustle and hustle with.
Injected and everything.
Why are you talking like this?
But why didn't they? Why did they not allow her to enter the house the second time? What were they hiding?
There were a lot of people outside. They can't just allow people to enter like that.
He's not a people. He's not a people. An advocate. Agbenuso.
For privacy, they need
He's not a stranger anymore.
Wait,
hello, favorite.
This narrative.
Where did you hear that one from? Because you didn't say that yesterday.
Which
Where
one?
did you hear that one from? That they didn't allow him to enter the second time. Where did you hear that one?
So you did not hear when she was saying they don't allow her to enter.
She didn't say anything like that.
From the hospital.
No, she didn't say
anything. Are you
anything.
saying she entered the house?
Wait, let me explain what she said to you.
Let
me explain to you. Remember, you are not the only one that had the corona inquest.
Let me say something to you.
My question is, can somebody explain why
what happened is that she said Mohbad was placed inside and everybody
this is what I
was
wanted to address.
She stayed outside. Nobody discovered not to go
that pouring of water.
Please, let me answer this question that you answer, please.
That pouring of water. Yeah.
So, Quincy, I want to say something. When they injected someone, right, and the person is saying, I'm hot from inside. I'm hot from inside. Leave sentiments. Leave that you don't like me. Leave all those things apart. What comes to your head first? Somebody saying I'm hot from inside. What comes to your head first? Is it not to pour the person water?
Which water? Water for what? Only in Nigeria they do that.
That is the normal thing to do in Nigeria. Somebody say I'm hot from inside.
They will just carry water and be pouring.
See, let me tell you something. Quincy, somebody use a drug now. Use a drug now.
They are feeling the drug,
and the drug is working bad. Like the person start misbehaving and all of that. The first thing you would do before anything comes is pour water on the person.
Pour water, then you start fanning the person.
Pour water first. Somebody say I'm hot from inside. You pour water. That one is not even.
I heard the AC from a new house was not working.
Nigerian native was
camera. The house that they bought about 175 million naira, AC was not working. Even people that are renting house in Ikorodu, they have AC.
Baby, did you pay for
all those single boys with Ashewo lights, they have AC to seduce girls inside their room. A whole 3-bedroom or 4-bedroom flat did not have
favorite. You just told us that you are not in Nigeria. Why are you thinking like someone in Ibadan like this? You told me that you are not in Nigeria.
About that part.
Please calm down. Let's do this question to my boyfriend. Please calm down.
In Nigeria, right? In Nigeria.
Do you know that? Let me tell you something.
Please, power tap.
Do you know that pouring water on somebody that just got injected, experiencing goosebumps and convulsing can even cause more damage and risk?
But Quincy, let me ask you something. No, let's say you're right. Let me say you're right? Let me now ask you something. All this thing that you have said now, do you think Wumi has knowledge about it? So who do you think
has knowledge about it? But she knows that each time Mohbad takes intention, he reacts to it. And she did not tell the nurse ahead of it. The only thing she told the nurse was he had an ulcer. Why didn't she tell the nurse that he always reacts to an injection?
Right. Okay, Quincy, now what I want to say now, in that place now, Wumi was there, the nurse was here, right? And Wumi, we know Wumi is not. She doesn't have knowledge about that kind of thing, right? And Wumi is trying to
play my fans.
Water, being that's like the native thing to do. If I was the
one, she said.
So now,
according to the nurse, Abi,
right? Let somebody land before you talk now. So the nurse now that has knowledge, that would have the knowledge about what you just said, should be the one to say, no, this thing is wrong. Don't do it.
Yes, you are right.
But the nurse
she could have stopped them immediately. Yes.
The nurse now did not stop her. So how is that now her fault? Because she's not a nurse practitioner. She doesn't know anything about it. The person that should know something about it was looking at her, was looking while they were pouring him water. So now who is
yes. Yeah, the nurse
that water narrative
was
is
her
done.
fault.
Forget that
she
one.
could have
It
stopped
won't
them
go anywhere.
immediately because that action,
because they asked the nurse, why did you not stop them? The nurse said, is it not his wife? Make that make sense. So is it not his wife? Is the wife a nurse? Is the wife supposed to know some things that is medical?
Oh yeah, calm down. You don't do. Feyikemi, sorry, Mr. Feyikemi. Is it true that the nurse made a statement when they asked her that, when Mohbad was reacting to the injection? I'm not talking to Jibu, Tori, I'm talking to Mr. Feyikemi because he was at the inquest yesterday, right? Isn't it? So when they asked the nurse that Ebokoro, but I will speak it. Mama saw. So sorry. They said, calm down, baby. Joma, Mark Osimilokon. Don't let me lost my line of thought.
Say no understands Yoruba. Say Yoruba.
I beg, make I speak English. People were there, no hear Yoruba. Some people don't hear Yoruba. Because they said, what was what's the law? Like Wumi told the nurse that he is an usher patient, right? And when Mohbad was reacting to the injection, the nurse asked, right, that is it how he's reacting to injection, right? Are you listening, Mr. Feyikemi? She said that is how he reacts to injection. And the nurse said, why don't you tell me ahead that he always reacts to injection? And she said whenever he reacts to injection, they always pour in water. So it is, even though they pour in water at that point, according to Wumi, they always pour in water, meaning it is not the nurse's fault. Wumi knows that the remedy is to pour in water.
Do you need answer or you want to conclude on yourself?
I want to confirm that was that statement real?
Okay, yes, it is true. Wait, let me explain something. Immediately, 6 lawyers counter her immediately. 6 lawyers counter her immediately. That she's wrong. Counter her immediately that you came to someone's house. You didn't ask of medical history of the person. And you have a conversation with the person. That is wrong. They are still trying to tell you that is an usher patient. It's not their duty to tell you anything. It's your duty to ask.
Let me just say this thing before we all forgot. Before everybody.
And what did she say?
That is what I want to know. Was that
what did the nurse then say when they told her
Don't
that?
kept quiet.
The statement was discussed. That's what I want yesterday.
To know. Okay.
So they said whenever Mohbad take injection, he reacts to it, and the first aid to the injection reaction is pour him water. So I don't see any reason why they will be blaming
let me tell you something.
For pouring him water on that day.
Let me tell you something. Do you know? Wait, Godson, please,
sorry?
wait. One of the biggest thing that happened yesterday that I love most is that the nurse let every one of us to know that she has a conversation with Mohbad.
Okay.
You understand me?
That was what I wanted to say.
She had a conversation with Mohbad. Shey you understand me? She had a conversation with Mohbad. That one have cleared everything. So anything you want to ask, so you could have asked everything.
Let me budget this your statement. So in essence, if they are going to blame Wumi for not talking, so in essence, if they are going to blame Wumi for not talking, Mohbad too, because Mohbad was having communication with the nurse at that point. They were talking. So if Mohbad just said, "Oh, this is happening to me. I don't do this," they were having conversation. It's not as if he could not talk. He also was talking. So the nurse didn't have those information because she did not ask. She did not ask any of them. So don't come and put one blame on one.
Please hold on. Juliana Jerry wants to say something since morning. Let us hear our own side of the story.
Good evening, everybody. First thing to address what your favorite said. I don't know if she uses Google well, but first things first, maybe she should go on Google.
Please do not insult me. Go straight to
That's not an insult. It was a question. I said I don't know. Maybe you use Google well. So because when you go to Google and you check the first the composition process when you bury somebody, second day blood comes out of that person's body. Blood comes out of that person's mouth.
Calm down. How many dead bodies did they bury and they exhumed after 9 days that you saw blood?
How many body have you seen exhumed? How many
body have you witnessed that it was exhumed and blood was coming out after 9 days? Fresh blood. It's not as if the blood came out on Wednesday. It's not as if the blood came out on the day of the burial.
There is Google.
Let me tell you another point again. I still not Jibo, wait, she said something. She said that there's no AC in the house. I stay on Orchard Road here. We have light in 24 hours. We have maybe 8 hours in a day. There might have not been light at that particular time. When you tell her that, camera she said, CCTV call. She said, AC call.
Hey, but take it easy now. Are you fighting?
Let her pull her hand down. She's a messenger. She's there to deliver wisdom.
She has not been letting anybody speak. She's taking over people's things, and it is not right.
No, that is wrong. Timume has been coming up since, and they are overcoming us. Regardless, they are not even saying anybody is not right. So you guys can air your opinion. You are entitled to your opinion, right? So
it's not nice.
You can make a submission without insulting anybody.
Let me tell you something. If Wumi is responsible for it, she needs to go down 100%. I'm not saying that she's responsible or she's not. But let's listen to what the Dino said, which is very, very logical, and she's not even lying about it.
Quincy, I want to ask you a question.
So why you guys trying to
ask me, please? Because me and you like
Jibo, please let's allow Mr. Oluwatosin to talk.
Before he talk, before Mr. Oluwatosin say something, I want to very short question. Quincy, I used to hear you talk a lot, and I know how you are very sure that Mohbad died on Monday. Are you still with that belief that he died on Monday?
When did I say Mohbad died on Monday?
I used to hear you talk on this thing with them, Papa, that Mohbad died on Monday now. So I'm asking, are you still sure that he died on Monday? Are you still with that belief?
Mohbad died on Friday. Mohbad died on Friday.
You are not part of this.
Mohbad died on Monday.
I don't know when Mohbad dies now. We are still insinuating now. We are searching for. We don't know. Nobody knows the reason.
Zoro that wanted to have a collaboration with Mohbad. He also confirmed on that level that he died.
Talk now.
They see when people talking on Monday, begin die. Una say na Tuesday, kilo shele.
Everything.
Which of them agree that
we have a video evidence where Mohbad say Mohbad died on Monday twice. So why are you guys joining us to die on Tuesday? Shut up, that die on Tuesday.
What day?
Please, I don't want. Let me tell you something, Jubu.
Everything I heard now. Let me make a conclusion.
Wait.
Yes, ma'am. Madam Quincy.
Make your conclusion, ma'am.
Hold on, Quincy.
Okay.
Quincy, please let me talk.
Let her make a conclusion.
According to Feyikemi, that was at the inquest. According to him, what he said, the nurse said, the nurse that administered medication on Mohbad did not do the right thing. She went against medical ethics in the first place. In the first place, she is not a doctor. She doesn't have the rights to make medical prescription for any patient. Only doctors has the right to do that, to make prescription, to diagnose a patient and make prescription for that patient. And once drugs are prescribed, only a registered nurse, a professional nurse, according to medical ethics, has the right also to administer drugs. Yes? Feyishayo, according to herself, what they said she said at the coroner, that she has an O level, she trained in a hospital, she did not say anything about the certificate she obtained from her training as auxiliary nurse, going to Mohbad's house to, do administration of whatever drugs she gave to Mohbad. That was wrong. Yes. And when Mohbad started reacting to the injections that was given to him, whoever poured water on Mohbad wasn't the case. Yeah, because if a patient is reacting to an injection, having goosebumps, convulsing, when you pour water on that patient, there can be risk of aspiration, which can, result to pneumonia. The patient can have shock. Even the temperature can get worsened. And the convulsion can also get worsened. And if the patient is not in a medical environment, if there is no other, medical activity to stop that convulsion, it can also lead to death. So both who treated Mohbad and both who poured water,
interject her, please.
Both who treated Mohbad and both who poured water as an intervention when he was reacting to those drugs, they have questions to answer.
God bless you, ma. In addition to what you said, right, they were afraid to take Mohbad to the hospital because I think they called Mohbad's nurse and she was not available.
Because I'm talking from experience, yeah?
Yes, ma. 1 minute, ma. And I think that Mohbad's nurse is a professional. And I want to ask that were they aware that spending nurse was an auxiliary nurse or not? If they were aware, the same fear, now wetin dey fear no happen to Mohbad for hospital, na happen to am for house. Because
exactly.
If you are stop asking questions like that, man. You cannot be aware that somebody
calm down now, calm down, please let me talk. I am not accusing anybody now. I am asking that were they aware or not? I know what I'm saying. I'm not crazy. Please.
Do you know Mohbad did not die at home, sir? You agree with that?
I want to
please. If person dey talk wetin dey make sense, Nigeria your land. Please, now people are listening. See views. People are here to listen to us. But you guys are interjecting. Abeg, calm down. You go let person lost wetin wan talk. Haba, calm down now. When Abu Ebel asked Wumi, Kiloleti if he belongs to hospital. My husband detects hospital so much. Meaning he detects hospital and he have phobia for hospital. Bóyá torí kọ́má lè bà wá, ṣe get, kọ́má kí àwọn tó threaten láti pa, kọ́má wá pa sí hospital. That was why he have phobia. Àwọn tó nà kiri, kọ́má wá nà mọ́ hospital. Torí ẹ̀ ni ó fi sọ pé kán pe nurse àbí. Because if Mohbad did not agree to calling on the nurse, I don't think anybody have right to call on any nurse. It was because Mohbad went to ask Spendi for help. That was why Spendi rendered and help to him. That's on that. Okay, so in continue and beru kó má ṣẹlẹ̀ lọ hospital. Ó padà ṣẹlẹ̀ sílé because I don't see the reason why you bring an auxiliary nurse to the house. Ẹni tí kò wà professional, ẹjọ́ kí wá ní àǹfààní hospital tí ẹ fẹ́ lọ. The same hospital tí ẹ fẹ́ gbé lọ náà ni ẹ wá padà gbé lọ tó sọ pé brought in dead because ká ní pé ẹ ti risk fear yẹn tẹ́tí gbé lọ hospital ni kò bá ti má ní injection reaction or whatever because doctors are professionals at the hospital. So why the same hospital that you guys were afraid to taking him to, that was the same hospital you took him to on like after his demise. So does it make any sense to you guys anymore? Does it make any sense? Why he didn't help? You guys neglected him.
Please, I want to ask Quincy a question.
So he was neglected.
Quincy, hold on now, please. Quincy, please, which magistrate are you heading?
You said?
Which magistrate are you heading? Is it the Yaba or the my 12?
Which magistrate am I heading?
Yeah.
I'm not a lawyer. I'm not a judge.
No, but you just judged everything here now. You just gave the point after the.
Sorry to interrupt. No, I didn't give judgment. I said they have questions to answer. It's not judgment.
Godzone, sorry to interrupt you. I just want to say this quickly here. I think because we're in Nigeria, we're used to a health system where people self-medicate. So if there's something wrong with you, you walk into a pharmacy, you don't even know the pharmacist's qualification, you just tell them your symptoms, they give you a list of drugs, you buy it, you go home in good faith that you'll be fine. Half of the time you'll be fine, but sometimes you will not be fine. The truth is, it's not just about Wumi or who buy Mohbad. The whole system buy Mohbad. If it was a country if it was a country that we can just call 999 or call 911 in an emergency, okay, fine. From what I even heard, maybe they even put him on something to take him to the hospital. You know, to be honest, I think it's just unfair to say it's Wumi that killed Mohbad or is whoever that killed Mohbad. Let's be honest. Until you inject chemicals, toxic chemicals, 3 injections into somebody's body, she probably didn't even ask his medical history. She probably didn't even ask, does he react to anything? She just took the injection inside him. And let's be honest, let's stop being sentimental when we're thinking of how to solve a murder or somebody's death. It's not about I'm not saying Mohbad and his wife had a perfect relationship. That's aside. Many of us here have partners that we fight with. Does that mean we want to kill them? I mean, it's very different when a couple fights. It's very different from not the wife kill him or not the husband kill him. The reason why I think Miss Queen was saying the reason why she went the way she went is because I suspect she has lived in a country where she understands. You see, in Nigeria, you can go to any pharmacy, buy the biggest drugs and go home. Abroad, the most you can get in a pharmacy without a prescription is paracetamol.
Doctor's prescription.
Even if you are dying, they will not give you because they understand that medicines are dangerous. Anybody cannot just drink any medicine. Your doctor will prescribe it because he knows your medical history. Mohbad is somebody that was ill in the house. He had problems. How can you call an auxiliary nurse and think that it will end well? No, Godzone, forget sentiment. Let's be honest. What do you think will happen when you call an auxiliary nurse to a medical situation? Do you know what an auxiliary nurse is?
Was an auxiliary nurse.
Let us see so.
No, auxiliary nurse cannot do more than let me just tell you, auxiliary nurse cannot do more than take your temperature, take your BP, do your stats. That's the end of auxiliary nurse. So auxiliary nurse should not even give you injection. Do you know that? Do you know what an auxiliary nurse? Do you know why they put the word auxiliary before the nurse? Are you guys serious? Let's stop. You know, when we talk like this, when people from outside hear us, we sound backward. The crime solves itself. This boy was well. I'm not saying he was even well, but he was alive until ... What happened? A nurse came up. A nurse in Koto came with bag of medicine. Bag inside. Please, let's stop. It's very simple. I know that it's painful and people want to point fingers at Wumi and point fingers at Naira Marley, point fingers at Sam Larry, point fingers at anybody but the nurse. It's the nurse. It's very simple. Do you know why they do? You know when someone dies, do you know the first thing they do? An autopsy. Do you know what an autopsy is supposed to show? What is inside the person? Because that's most likely the first point of cause of death. So when a nurse comes and puts 3 injections inside somebody that probably hasn't even eaten well for 2 days, is probably weak, has a medical history that she doesn't even know, I think the evidence is clear. Please, guys, this is where I'll just stop. But I just think we need to stop being sentimental. And we do it every time we need to solve something that has to do with facts. We'll pack the facts aside and start going for another thing. Why would Wumi, let's even say Wumi hated Mohbad to her life. Do you think she wants to kill him? Let's be serious. What? Come on, man. Do you think Wumi's life is now better now that Mohbad is dead? Do you guys think so?
Her life is better because now she's
how is it? Oh,
properties.
please. See, how is it better? How?
Thank you, ma.
She
Please tell me how. Just tell me how. I'm
gained
interested in
popularity
something.
and fans. Only fans on TikTok.
Madam, you let yourself down.
and
Madam,
one
you
or
let
two
yourself down with
platforms.
that response.
You know
let
what?
yourself down.
You know what?
Popularity
Ours
and
is
fans.
better by fans
Bam
and
TV.
popularity.
Favorite,
Back up what you just
please
said.
let Mr.
Let
Tosin
us say,
talk. Let's
Mr.
save
Tosin
the
will
time.
talk. Mr. Tosin will talk.
Let's save the
now.
time.
Let us say
Shere, don't meet me, man.
nurse. Let us say nurse is the one that applied Mohbad. Abi. Let's say nurse.
I think it's
Let
the
us say nurse
injections
is
the
the one
nurse
that
gave
was
him.
responsible.
Yes, I believe
Oh,
that
Papa
very
Rano is
strongly.
back. Welcome back,
It's the
Papa.
one on TV. It's
Let
the
us
one.
say it was the nurse, Abi. It was the nurse. Okay,
Favorite,
let us agree
don't
it
we
was
have
the
been
nurse.
talking
Yes,
since.
yes.
Let someone say
Where
something.
was that statement, Baba Egbelo Sekiti Eloro? Where was it
Oh
coming from?
God.
Nobody.
Then we came here, Kimisile.
God forbid. You
Which
never pass
statement?
in Jesus' name. You
Baba
never
Egbelo Sekiti Eloro.
I know if kill me for this.
Why are you talking like
Where
this?
you, when
They
you
are not taking us
knew,
to the
and the
back.
nurse
They are taking us to the back.
administered an injection in your own presence, and you
3
said you reacted
injections,
to the injection, 3 injections, and you knew that okay, it was the injection that applied him. Where was that statement coming from? That Egbelo Sekiti
Your
Eloro?
favorite.
We have agreed with you. Let's
Hold on,
forget
hold
it.
on.
We are let another
No, I
person
am
talk.
not asking anybody. I am asking Bami TV because she
Fake
sounds
me.
so
God's own.
intelligent.
Ẹ jẹ́ kí Mr.
Okay, so you're asking Bam
Oluwatosin
TV
sọ̀rọ̀.
that where was
Yes,
that
I'm asking you,
statement? When
ma'am.
was
Please,
Please, Bam TV,
God
please
so
hold on.
Timumi, do not
Bam TV,
respond to
please
me
hold
because
on.
you guys
Okay,
use
about
emotions and
I just want
sentiments
to say this.
to
Yours favorite.
to
Your
sort
favorite.
things out.
Your favorite. Hold on.
I
Your
beg,
favorite. Hold on.
leave baby
Oh yeah,
alone.
we have accept. We
Let
have
her
accept.
respond to me.
Oh yeah, Wumi killed Mohbad. We don't accept them. Show you here.
Okay, so Miss Favorite thinks that Wumi killed Mohbad,
If
right?
Wumi kills Mohbad, she's going down for it.
That's
Not
what
as
she's
if
saying.
Wumi kills Mohbad and
You know, it's a shame, really.
Mohbad
It's a shame. It's a shame.
Sorry to interject.
Paparano,
Bam
welcome back
TV.
to hell.
Yes,
Welcome back on
thank you.
Earth.
Thank you. Bam TV.
Yes, sir.
Can I ask you some few questions? I mean, and this is to everybody.
Please do.
Anyone who wants
Please
to
do.
answer can answer. Anyone who wants to answer can answer. And I mean, we can, bring out some things from these questions. Can Wumi kill Mohbad?
Yes, she can. Anybody can kill anyone. If
Did
that's what you're asking me.
Fine. Anybody can kill anyone. Go. From looking at this family that is between Mohbad and Wumi, from looking at this couple's history, have they been having domestic violence?
Yes, like 90% of the couples in the world, yes.
Have domestic violence? No.
I'm so sorry to break it to you. Let's stop.
I know, it's okay. It's cool.
Okay.
I mean, I'm
That's
just,
my answer. Yes, they were having problems like most couples in the world.
Can domestic violence lead to one spouse killing the other?
Absolutely.
Yes.
So in this case, now, from your own observation, from your own opinion, we have just been opinionated in this case. There is no concluded investigation yet. Investigation is still on, so we can still, try to figure out things ourselves, or maybe even give some, pre-judgment.
Sure.
Yeah. Do you think in this case, Wumi knows what killed Mohbad?
No, I don't. I think what's happened to Wumi is the same ignorance.
Get the question. Get the question.
No, I don't. I don't think she knows.
No, please wait.
Okay.
I hope you understand my English.
I did try now. Okay. I thought you said.
No, I'm just trying to be.
Do I think Wumi killed Mohbad? Do I think Wumi killed?
Do you think Wumi knows?
Question.
Please, Quincy, please wait now. This is not.
Okay.
Bam TV, do you think Wumi knows what killed Mohbad?
I think she might think it's the nurse, the injections, but I don't. You're asking me, do I think? How can I know what Wumi thinks? I don't even know Wumi. I'll be honest with you. All I know are the
I want to know your opinion. Okay,
that's what I'm trying to tell you.
You've been following on with the case.
No, let me tell you what I want to say.
You're not the stranger to this.
You're asking me. If we were in court now, you cannot ask. Courts don't even accept hearsay, so you cannot even ask me what Wumi. What I think say Wumi know. I cannot know what Wumi knows, but I know the facts. I deal with facts. This boy was alive until somebody pumped 3 injections into his body.
How do you establish when you say you know the facts?
Yes, sir.
In a situation where you were not in the crime scene.
No, the nurse has agreed.
Please. That's what I'm saying. In a situation where you were not in the crime scene.
Yes, boss.
And you are interested, okay?
Yes.
Or you want to establish a fact from those who were in the crime scene. Sure. How do you establish the fact? Don't forget you were never there. How do you establish a fact?
Okay, I think what you're trying to say to me is that how do I even know that there were injections, ba? Is that where we're going? How do
you get to facts?
The nurse, okay, let me say, at the coroner's office, certain people appeared, right? Certain people were arrested, even at the time when the death was announced. Certain people were arrested, right? There was a nurse, unless I'm mistaken here, and I was dreaming. There was a nurse who actually admitted to not be saying that Wumi just wake up, say, one nurse come, I don't know her name, I don't know where she live, but she give 3 injections. If that was the case, of course, I'm not stupid. The nurse is there. The nurse has admitted the fact. So it's a fact. Wumi is not just saying something in the thin air. She claimed somebody did something. The person admitted to doing it. So I accept that as a fact. It's very simple. It's a fact. He was given 3 injections.
So if you are investigating, and a person admits in committing a crime, you end your investigation there.
No, now let me explain let me rewind again. First of all, I have to go with the facts. What happened? What is the timeline? If they tell me that this guy got his injection, about 20 minutes later, he started shivering. Sorry to say, as they say in Yoruba land, ajekele ni omokulola. Exactly, that way, yeah, exactly. No, I don't vex but yeah, that's something like that, right? So what I'm trying to establish is that there's a sequence of events. We knew Mohbad had an injury. He had an injury from the concert. It is the injury that made a nurse be called because probably the infection.
Do you know what caused the injury?
No, I don't. I think this thing,
Mohbad case.
But I thought you said you are talking on facts.
Please wait now.
Yes, and that's a fact that I don't know. I don't know that. I won't say what I don't know.
Mohbad case is a very small case.
Okay.
But the lot of conspiracy that has been there is as a result of either misrepresentation from those who were at the crime scene or an attempt to conspire against the truth, which is
okay. Can I say something quickly? Can I say something, sir? You've been saying that maybe Wumi has something to do with it. No problem. Did Wumi have something to do with the blood in the? Because I heard you guys talking about the blood in the coffin. Let's even assume, because you see,
that is after exhumption. That is after exhumption.
No. I just want to let you understand that some things happen there.
That's after exhumation. We clearly saw blood. We clearly saw blood when it was exhumed.
So, do you think that somebody else had something to do with that after he was supposed to have died? Or is that still Wumi that went to the coffin?
No.
There was a blood in the house now. Where the police saw blood?
That is the stage of decomposition.
Yes, but he had a wound, right?
Which
wound?
That is a decomposition.
Did you see any video evidence that back it up that there was a fight at show?
I'm giving you a lot of time now.
Well, I don't know.
I want to say something. No,
I'm coming to just to answer your question before Lulu Atosi comes in. BAM TV.
Yes, sir.
Having a blood flowing out of a dead body is a stage of decomposition.
Oh, right.
I mean,
I didn't know that.
No liquid fluid must flow out of body. You cannot. There's gravity. Now, as long as gravities occur, liquids are going to tend towards the lower part of the body. Go on, Lulu Atosi.
Yeah.
But what people are having issue is that those who exhume Mohbad or the exhumators to be saying that they do not see any blood in Mohbad or liquid that they could have sorted out some toxins from. So we're having issues with that. Are they covering up something? Because we clearly saw blood and liquid, which could have been examined, which could have been used to determine whether there's any toxins or whatsoever in Mohbad, fluid. But they cancel that area, that there was no such thing. And we saw it. They said it was a red mud that was, that was seen in that video. And
what about his legs?
That because this is something obvious, obvious that they saw. Anyway, let's bring in Oluwatosin. Come on. Yeah, any question, anything you want to say, Oluwatosin? You can ask any question, you can say whatever you want to say. You know my stand.
Hello.
Wumi has a hand in what killed Mohbad. She knows more about what killed Mohbad. Mohbad died possibly on Monday.
Now you hear me?
That story is a conspiracy. Yes, I hear you very well.
Paparedo, good evening. I greet you. I greet you specially. And for everything you've been doing, I give you thumbs up. But with what has actually happened within the past 24 hours, and I think like what has happened from the inquest, the not speaking and everything, I think it should be, with what has happened, should be a time for each and every one of us to actually reflect on some certain things and ask ourselves some certain questions, like this whole thing that we are doing, are we trying to do this whole justice based on assumption, what we want it to look like, what we want it to be, or what it is? Because the thing is, now some people have said, oh, Mohbad died on Monday or whatsoever. The nurse came to clarify some certain things yesterday, and after the inquest, if you listen to what Sanshitsu, who is actually the legal advisor to Baba Mohbad, said to the people who interviewed him, he said something which is very germane and very crucial, that nobody should add or subtract to what is being said by the nurse in the court of law today, because these are evidence and factual statements, because she has a deposited statement and she has given this under oath. Number one, the nurse has come out to clarify that truly she was called on the Monday 11th of September. She got there on 12th of September. That is one. The nurse also confirmed that when she got there, the person she saw and administer injection or any medication on was Mohbad. That is the nurse statement. Now, what I feel is first, that for anybody who has come out to say, oh, Mohbad died on a Monday based on assumption, should first come out and say, like, if this is coming from the nurse who was present at the scene, who administered an injection to this guy on Tuesday, I think first we ought to first acknowledge and admit that truly there is a high chance that this guy truly died on Tuesday. We need to first acknowledge that. That is one thing I have not seen anybody to come out and say, like, we might be wrong, to have stated that this guy died on a Monday based on our assumption and thinking. But with evidence and facts now, please don't interject me, please. When I'm done, you can give your statement. This is a submission. I'm not arguing. Please. Sorry, go ahead. That we might be wrong. This is a factual statement. I don't care how we want to say it. If you are saying, oh, Wumi or anybody has bribed the nurse to say what she's saying, that is on the nurse. That is another thing. Now, since yesterday, even say, let me tell you something, anybody who knows me, I'm a staunch Wumi supporter, 100%. Even since yesterday on our platform, I've not gone to any platform to say anything. But today I just decided to come on your platform to actually, because I've listened to some certain people, and in my head I feel like, for how long are we going to continue in this dimension or within this part of trying to look for what is wrong where we feel like there is nothing wrong in here? As of today, I feel like what we should be talking about now is analyzing the statements of the nurse in totality, because the statement of the nurse, see, it is not about what we are saying online. It is about what is admissible and what makes sense in the sight of the law and in the coroner inquest as of today. If you come today, you are saying that maybe the person, I've listened to some certain people say like maybe even the person the nurse injected is not Mohbad, it is Adura. Is that even as admissible in the court of law? Does that make any sense? Let us be sincere with ourselves. Are we looking for content or we are truly looking for justice? Let us be sincere. Now, amidst all of this, I don't care. Everybody, most people have said, Wumi did this, Wumi did this. In this whole case now, I feel like what we should actually be putting pressure on or be asking as of today is that where is the second autopsy that would actually give more clarification to all of this? Let me tell you something as of today, Papariano. Those who has given us narrative to believe in this case were people who were not present even when Mohbad passed. And I'm saying, like, even Baba Mohbad, he was not present when Mohbad passed, but he has been one of the people who has come to give narrative. I feel like after the old nurse statement, as of today, we should be asking, Baba, you said you saw pool of blood. The nurse came. She said what she saw was water on the ground. Where did you see your pool of blood? These are questions we should be asking. Where exactly is the pool of blood coming from? Because the nurse has also established that when she saw Mohbad, the only injury she could affirm was on the body of Mohbad was that injury in the hand. Could there be that there's an injury in the hand? Is it that, as some people will claim, that, oh, truly there was pool of blood, they have cleaned the blood before the nurse came, and that was why they saw water in the house? These are questions we should be asking that needs answer. It should not be about it is Adura that the nurse injected. Let us be sincere with ourselves. These are just normal common sense that we need to start asking. I am not saying, see, everybody is entitled to his or her own opinion. If you feel Wumi killed Mohbad, it is your opinion. Wumi has come out to say that I did not kill this guy. It is a statement. It is what she feels. The nurse came out yesterday. She did not admit in totality that she killed this guy. And me, if you ask me,